How to beat procrastination. There was once a young man named Ethan who had big dreams. He wanted to become successful. He dreamed of starting his own business, getting fit, learning new skills, and making his family proud. Every night before going to sleep, he imagined the life he wanted. He pictured himself standing on a stage, inspiring others, living without financial stress, and proving to everyone that hard work pays off. But every morning, something strange happened. His alarm would ring. He would press the snooze button. "I'll wake up in 10 more minutes," he would tell himself. 10 minutes became 30. 30 became an hour. When he finally got out of bed, he picked up his phone just for a minute. That 1 minute turned into an hour of scrolling through social media, watching videos, and comparing his life to everyone else's. Then he would look at the clock and sigh. "Today is already ruined. I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow became next week. Next week became next month. And before he realized it, an entire year had passed. Nothing had changed. His dreams were still dreams. One afternoon, while walking through a park, Ethan noticed an old man planting tiny trees. Curious, he walked over and asked, "Why are you planting these trees?" "They'll take years before they're big enough to give shade." The old man smiled and continued digging. Then he replied, "You're right. They will take years. But if I don't plant them today, they'll never grow." Ethan stood there silently. The old man looked at him and asked, "Tell me, what dream have you been delaying?" Ethan lowered his head. "I want to build a better life," he admitted, "but I keep waiting for the perfect time." The old man laughed gently. "The perfect time," he said. "I've lived for more than 70 years, and I've never met the perfect time." Then he picked up a tiny seed. "Look at this seed. If it waits for perfect weather, perfect rain, and perfect sunshine, it will never become a tree. Growth begins the moment the seed accepts uncertainty." Those words stayed in Ethan's mind. That evening, instead of making another complicated plan, he made one simple promise. "I'll work for just 5 minutes." Not 5 hours, just 5 minutes. The next morning he kept his promise. He exercised for 5 minutes. He studied for 5 minutes. He worked on his business idea for 5 minutes. Something unexpected happened. Once he started, 5 minutes naturally became 20. 20 became an hour. An hour became a daily habit. Weeks passed. His confidence grew. Months passed. He became healthier, more disciplined, and more focused. 1 year later, people looked at Ethan and asked the same question. "How did you become so productive?" They expected him to reveal a secret productivity hack or a magical shortcut. Instead, he smiled and said, "I stopped waiting to feel ready." He realized that procrastination wasn't caused by laziness. It was caused by fear. Fear of failing. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of not being perfect. But he learned something even more important. Action destroys fear. Every small step weakens doubt. Every completed task builds confidence. Success doesn't belong to the smartest people. It belongs to those who keep showing up, even when they don't feel like it. So if you've been waiting for the right moment, waiting until Monday, waiting until next month, waiting until life becomes easier, remember this. The life you want is built by the choices you make today, not someday. Don't focus on finishing the entire journey. Focus on taking the very next step. Read one page. Write one paragraph. Exercise for 10 minutes. Make one phone call. Take one action. Because tiny actions repeated every day create extraordinary results. One day, you'll look back and realize that the day you decided to stop waiting was the day your life truly began. The best way to beat procrastination isn't to wait for motivation. It's to take the first step, right now.